Yeah, so I've done some F100s in the past where we did a 3.5-inch tailpipe. Sounded awesome, you know, like looks good. Obviously would be a much easier fit.
Yeah.
Or 4-inch or whatever you think really makes sense.
I mean, I think 3.5 probably flow enough for an NA Coyote.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna, well, look at all the forced induction cars too that run like dual 2.5s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and like even those like big power supers that, I mean, they're 4-inch exhaust, right? One single 4-inch anyway, so.
Welcome to United by Trucks. Today we're, man, I don't even know how to start this. We're with Ivan Korda's 69 F100? 69 F100. We're actually up here at level 7 because he just dropped it off to get Jesse to do some cool stuff. But first, we're gonna tell you all about this truck. Ivan, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
It's so nice to finally meet you. It's kind of crazy that we met in Illinois right here at level 7. Cause where are you from?
Collierville, Tennessee.
Collierville, Tennessee, okay.
Yep.
Dude, I just had somebody, identity theft or spend a bunch of money out of my UBT account in Collierville. I'm not kidding. I'll show you on my.
That's supposed to be a nice town.
I tried to spend $1,500 at the Pep Boys. We'll cut that out. But
that's kind of funny. Actually.
Yeah, it's so nice to meet you, man. And you're here with your F100. So tell me a little bit about this thing.
I work for FordMuscle.com, and last year we were just kind of thinking about like what our next project was going to be, and I really wanted to build a truck, so and kind of like a pro touring truck. So last year I actually was looking for about 12 months, and we found this thing in Alabama, and on like a Sunday morning, sitting scrolling Facebook Marketplace like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Sure enough, I hit up my buddy Chris. I said, "Look, this is a stupid deal. It's like $1,200. Let's go. We got to go
for
now,
a short bed F100
for a short bed, 69
kind of
and it was a Ranger truck too." And honestly, underneath it was like just about perfect, but the bed floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ran out, we got it. Like, I mean, that day we had to take it.
Yeah.
You know. So it was pretty awesome. It was supposed to be a mild build, and it kind of snowballed.
As they do.
I mean, I took this thing apart. We powder coated the frame. It's got front and rear QA1 coilover conversion.
And we'll drop some pictures of all that. He's got a really robust Instagram account, and it's just Ivan Korda, right?
Yeah,
so
just Ivan
IVANKORDA.
Exactly.
So go check out all the build photos. We'll drop some in here, but if you're on Instagram, you want to go check out this guy's Instagram profile because it's got a bunch of really awesome pro touring goodness on it. So speaking of all that, what's the wheel and tire setup and the suspension setup on this thing?
QA1 2 years ago came out with a what they call their coilover conversion kit for the F100, 65 to 72. So it's got their front kit, it's fully adjustable with their sway bars, and then it's got their rear kit too. Wheels and tires, they're the Rocket Attack.
Yes.
Rocket brand wheels, and then it's got Toyo 888Rs on it.
Sweet.
So it's got a lot of meat. I mean, it's 18 by 10, 18 by 12. So yeah, it sticks to the ground pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds just like it's right up level 7th alley.
Yep.
So what's the drivetrain? Because in my opinion, this is sort of, yes, I'm a suspension guy. I love wheels and tires, but maybe it's because I don't have a lot of familiarity with it, but tell us about the drivetrain, because I think it's awesome.
I actually have a relationship with Ford Performance, and so what we ended up hooking up with Ford Performance, and this is their Gen 3, so what you find like a 2020 Mustang, but it's what they call the Illuminator series. So the Illuminator comes with Molly pistons, Manley rods, it comes with billet oil pump gears, like it's basically like a built engine from Ford Performance, so it's their crate engine.
Yeah.
So it's good for like 1,000 wheel horsepower, like it's got some really nice parts in it.
Yeah.
So we worked with Silver Sport Transmissions to build a T56 Magnum swap kit for these 65 to 72 trucks. So basically, it's got a T56 Magnum behind that from Silver Sport Transmissions. It's got their hydraulic throwout bearing. I mean, it drives like a new vehicle.
Oh man, that's
badass.
so cool. That is really, really cool.
And then the rear is a Strange 9-inch. So we work with Strange. We developed the housing actually to be able to bolt directly into like a stock suspension style truck.
Yeah.
But then it's got their S-Track, which is their helical style gear for like autocross and road racing, and it's full floater rear end too. So
very, very cool. Well, I know what my favorite part of this truck is. It's the stance and the patina, but what is your favorite part?
Ooh.
I mean, just hit me with, you've driven this thing, what, 300
350 miles.
350 miles. You've had it on the road for about 3 weeks. What's your favorite part about it?
Man,
I mean, it could even be the wood grain steering wheel, because that's killer. You know, what?
That's a tough question to answer, because how I built this truck is I just decided, like, all right, I'm going to do all the things that I want to do. I want to do them my way. So, like, the wheels and, like, actually, probably one of my favorite things on the truck is the master brake. So it's got bare 14-inch rotors with 6-piston calipers all the way around.
And that master cylinder, the color of it is just perfect for this truck.
And they kill
I mean,
it.
I know that's not even a performance thing, but just the aesthetic, it just looks killer when you open the
And they kill it. I mean, their quality control is just badass. And the truck stops on a dime. Even on these like stock, they're like it's like a street pad.
Yeah.
So it's pretty like tame.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the wood grain steering wheel, I just thought that was totally oddball. Like nobody would think to put that, but
it matches the patina perfectly, especially as you're looking.
And then
through
I
the
have
glass.
like a light tan brown seat being made for this thing. So, but it's the driving experience,
Yeah.
Robbie. If I had to pick one thing, it's the driving experience. Like just shifting the gears, like the way that this thing feels, like not like an old truck, but then you get out and it just looks like an old truck to me. It's just badass.
Well, speaking of driving it, why don't we go run around the block in this thing?
Yeah.
You guys want to see that? I think you do. Let's go run this thing around the block real quick.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Good.
Oh yeah. So you're pretty happy with the ride?
I love it. I mean, it just handles like my brain has a hard time understanding what's happening, right? Because you're in this old truck and you're expecting it to just handle like an old truck, and it just doesn't. I mean, this thing just rides so well. And I mean, we have some really nice back roads in Colorado, and I don't have seatbelts, but I throw this thing in the corners and it just sticks.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it's nice when you put something together and it actually does what you want it to, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the T56 with a Coyote, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's got Silver Sports new STX shifter in it, so it's like 20-something% shorter than the factory the Magnum shifter, and it is just awesome. I've been banging the gears in this thing. I mean, it's super hard to miss anything.
I think he said go right.
Yeah, we'll go right.
Go right, go to the red light, go right, do that kind of thing.
We'll find our way back.
Oh yeah.
We got Google.
I really love the way the suspension looks in the rear.
I know, it's almost a shame to cover it up. Let her warm up a little bit, then we'll give it a little rip.
So what kind of power do you think the motor is actually putting down?
I mean, with what I've done to it, the basic bolt-ons like long tubes, it probably makes 450 wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that is totally respectable.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. Like, it feels good. It's enough to have a really good time and not break parts all the time. That's kind of what I was after.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially because I plan to like road race it a little bit and do some motocross. I don't really feel like having to have a maintenance bill, you know, to deal with all the time. So the shocks are a little bit stiff right now. I was just playing with them. They're not like really on a street. They're like on an aggressive street setting. So
a little more rough than.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's still not that bad, man. Especially for as low as you are.
And they're QA1 adjustables. They're single adjustables, so I mean they're super easy to adjust and stuff. I can actually do it just on the street, hop out. But
that's awesome, man. I still can't get over how much room I've got between my knees and the dash.
Yeah.
And it tells you how little I've ridden in an F100. But oh yeah, see, like even that felt amazing. And
you and I we're two big guys, like in a single cab truck, so
yeah, we got plenty of room. So you're rocking the Dakota Digitals.
Yep. Actually, so this is Andrew's Tuning and Performance out of Chico, California. He designed this layout and then had it custom built through Dakota Digital.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and I've got one of his first clusters. It's awesome. I mean, like not only is it, you know, has a full-size tack and a speedo, which is what I wanted, being that I'm shifting gears.
Right.
But you know, you have this full display that's digital that reads everything that you really ever want. And then also being that it's a Coyote, we're using their OBD2 module, and it just pulls all the data. All I had to do was wire in the fuel, the fuel level sender, and I had to wire in the speedo. Everything else just pulls directly from the OBD2.
Oh man, that's rad. We got a little stretch of road here.
Yeah, we'll give it a little go here in a sec. It gets down.
How do those brakes work?
Oh, they work.
Oh, dang, they really do.
We don't have belts, so I don't want to put you through the windshield.
Yeah, I don't want to go out the door or out the windshield.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
No,
Actually, why don't you go straight right here, and then we'll just go back to that red light.
oh, that's the lane.
Yeah, that's the one he was talking about. Just go right there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just enough power to get in trouble, you know?
Oh, 100%. Dude, and the Coyote, man, they sound so good.
So this thing is limited right now to 7250, and I'll probably shift it in about 8 once we get it
No
tuned.
kidding.
Yeah, because the Illuminator, I mean, it can handle that. I mean, it's got H-beam rods in it, poly forged pistons, so it'll take 8,000.
Man, that's gonna be rad.
And that's what I love about the Coyote engine. It's just like they're so rev happy. They sound so good. Like this thing is kind of gutless down low. If you're used to like an LS, but man,
Right.
up top it just screams.
That's where the money is. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, this thing sounds amazing. We've shown some clips right here in this video of you and Jesse talking about some of the things you want to do to it. What are some of those things you brought it to Jesse to kind of take care of?
So Jesse's gonna build me an intake tube because the factory one that comes with the Coyote, the control pack just doesn't work. And he's gonna finish the exhaust, like the back half of the exhaust for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse, I think he's going straight. Yeah. So Jesse kills the TIG welding.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a craftsman, man.
Oh man, and an innovator.
Still a little hit, huh?
Yeah, this is where
Let's get it up a little higher.
dude, these brakes are amazing.
I mean, I'm just
They
like,
are
that's like,
amazing.
It's like 10%.
Oh, that is awesome. So that is actually the stretch where Jesse took me in the yellow truck. So where we did all the burnouts, where Barry was standing, the film was right over there in that industrial park. Thanks so much for taking me for a ride in this thing, man. It's so sick.
Yeah.
I love this truck. I love the look. I love the stance.
Yeah, I appreciate
and it's so cool that we actually had to leave the South and come to Illinois to catch up with each other.
Yep. On a whim.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
so awesome.
Stuck the filter like here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much. I feel like that might be okay.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have a problem there. And another thing that we try to do is we try to get the pipe above the fan too. You know, like I'll try to come up here and get the pipe higher. Because this is hot, you know, I mean, you don't want hot air just blowing right on the tube and heat the tube up.
Yeah, sure.
So what we'll do is we'll try to come up above this and then drop, you know, kind of get back down.
Yeah. And then just keep the diameter the same too. I don't know.
4 inch. Or is this bigger?
It might be. Is it 4? Yeah, it's probably 4 inch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I asked Lon. He said the diameter's fine. He's like, run the stock intake if you can. Like, it's so good from Ford, but obviously doing all this work and then running a plastic intake doesn't make sense.
No.
What's
this little ding?
Oh.
Yeah, he wouldn't even know that.
Yeah, so that's the clutch switch.
Oh, okay.
So the control pack comes with a clutch switch. You can bypass it.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like trying to figure out what the hell to do with it. I obviously not good enough to fabricate something to make it work with a factory pedal.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, nobody would ever think to push this button. It's kind of like an anti-theft device.
So another thing that you can do, and we do this, is on all of our, you know, there's no mechanical switch here. So we use a hydraulic switch in the pressure line.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So you just wire it to a hydraulic pressure switch.
Interesting.
Like a brake pressure switch?
Yeah. So you need to know about that. And then, yeah, outside of that, I've been trying to put glass in it for a few weeks, and that's been, for some reason, like, you can't find glass right now. That front glass is like,
And you can't find anything right now.
I mean,
I always forget that Fords have the key on the left.
They have the key on the left, and think about, look at all that room between your knees and that dash. You get to 6772? No way.
No.
No way.
Who uses their left hand?
I know, not me. Great in a Ford. Especially that one. I like that one. Guys, so I really hope that you enjoyed this in-depth look at the 69 F100 that Ivan Korda has really just put together. I mean, this is a super fresh build. He's already put a little over 300 miles on it in the last 3 weeks. It's up here at Jesse's getting some cool work done, and then he's gonna hit the road with it again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the 69 F100 that is just totally decked out from a pro touring perspective. And it has all the really cool patina that we all love. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Leave a comment down below and let us know your favorite part of this truck, and smash that thumbs up button or the thumbs down. I really don't care. Just want you guys to engage on the channel. So appreciate you guys. We'll catch you next time right here on United by Trucks. Cue the music.